What's up, guys? It's Brandon Flash. You are joining me in Laerdal, Norway, and we just stumbled upon an absolutely massive charging site, seemingly in the middle of nowhere. This is a popular route between Oslo and Bergen, but there are so many ports here. Let me give you guys a full tour. So as I mentioned, we are in Laerdal, Norway, and it is just absolutely beautiful here. This is my rental Volkswagen ID3 from Avis. Don't mind my terrible parking job. I just stopped to take some photos, and then I realized I should just shoot a video for you guys. So here we have it. We have 18 posts here. So we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 18, but that's not all. So those are just the normal posts here. You have 9 charging cabinets over here. Massive transformer. Of course, there's no label on these transformers. Actually, maybe there is here. Let's see. So that says Ionity on it, but does not say the capacity at all, unfortunately. But crazy big transformer. I mean, these are so big you walk inside of them. Also has this little cellular antenna there. I believe this is also their AC distribution inside of there, or at least part of it. And then here we have the power cabinets. So they have it kind of built on a hill, so they have these couple different levels. They also have these vault style bases, so that way you can pull that off and have access to the conductors underneath. They kind of just go into an open kind of trench situation, if you will. And these are ABB power cabinets. Ionity is similar to Electrify America in that they use a few different suppliers, but they have all the hardware look pretty similar. So these are 360 kilowatt cabinets, and each one of these pairs is actually shared. So each one, in theory, could do 360 kilowatts, and then they have some that are dedicated, of course. Let me show you the label on the dispensers as well. So there's the label on the dispenser, max of 500 amps, which is right there. And you can see that they are made by ABB. So we have these couple rows, so 1, 2, 3, 4 rows that are balanced, if you will, that they share the 360 kilowatts per post. And also interesting, these kind of ground markings with the box. And instead of bollards, they're using just giant granite slab things, which seem to be maybe or maybe not working with this one moved ajar. I'm not sure what's going on there, but look at these views. Let's go down here as well. Pretty nice. You have these flags. You've got a little, I think it's like a little restaurant kind of thing here. But we also have Ionity truck charging, which is pretty cool. So here we have 4 dedicated lanes with oversized stalls. So these could be for trucks or for light duty vehicles towing, which is very common here in Norway. And then here we have a whole bunch more cabinets, which is just crazy how many cabinets they have here. Wait, actually, they might have dedicated power cabinets per stall, which would just be insane. That's so much power. So we have 18 stalls there. And again, you can just see the scale here. So I guess that would be a 1-to-1 here. They actually have 360 kilowatts of installed capacity per stall. So I was mistaken before. That is just crazy. I don't know why they would do that. The chances of this site being fully utilized and needing 360 kilowatts per post is essentially impossible, at least for any time near future. So again, here we have these truck stalls, and then there's this massive lot next door that I don't know what's going to go here, but I see a transformer off in the distance, which is interesting. I wonder if maybe a charge park will go there, but this is a cool use of land. This is a pretty big drop off too, but there's a ramp down there. Look at that. And then over here we have 2 more normal stalls. And then let's go over to the other side here where we have some more kind of legacy style equipment. I just cannot believe they installed a 1-to-1 ratio of 360 kilowatt power cabinets to 360 kilowatt dispensers. That's just completely unnecessary in my opinion. So I think this is a tiny transformer. Yep, 400 volt. And here we have 2 very old school chargers. We have an ABB Terra 53 and a FSX 50 kilowatt. I think these are QC 45s if I remember correctly. See if I can see a label here. Not anywhere obvious that I can get to, but regardless, 50 kilowatt, we don't really care. Down here we have a single Tesla version 3 supercharger cabinet. And today is a Saturday morning, so I would expect to see a little bit of utilization here. So this is interesting. So they have this prefabricated supercharger unit, kind of. This is similar to what Tesla's done for temporary installations in the past, where they have the electrical distribution and they have the little disconnect and everything on the same skid, but then they have this little extension skid that you can see was run here to add 2 more posts, so that way it can be a normal installation. But pretty slick how they do this. And then over here we have 12 version 2 superchargers. So these are the dual cable variety, like they use here in Norway. So you've got the modified type 2 that can do DC. And then you have the CCS2, which uses normal DC pins. These light posts have seen better days. All 3 of them are at least partially hit. Not sure what's going on there. Step over that. Yeah, that light post has seen better days. And then here we have the 6 version 2 supercharger cabinets. These are kind of on modular bases as well, which is cool. You can actually see in them. You would not see that in the US. And then let me see if I can see the, here's the Tesla gateway that they retrofitted to every supercharger. And this is a much nicer little channel system than they've done in the US on most of these sites. So nice to see that Tesla Europe is doing some cool things. And let's head back over to the Ionity. Anyway, just wanted to give you guys this quick site tour. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment any questions or comments you have. See you guys on the next one.